Yeah, I mean, it's a perfect example, working with Nokia, um, and an operator, like we have your kind of private network, 5G network in our manufacturing innovation lab in Germany. But when we think about, unlocking a 5G use case like a smart manufacturing plant, right? We would see an ecosystem of a network equipment provider like Nokia with us as kind of a systems integrator, defining kind of the value proposition in a smart factory, working with an operator to bring together a 5G private network connected with real-time sensors to all of that equipment in the factory to collect all the real-time data so that we're managing this end-to-end supply chain in real time, knowing what components need to come in place to kind of continue the deployment and installation and kind of configuration of whatever is in that smart factory. But two, also configuring all of that equipment in that factory to make sure that it's customized for the component that's being installed by the worker that's in that factory. And so when we think about a smart manufacturing plant, what we're talking about is, uh, the ability for a 5G network in a private setting to be able to connect all these sensors, but to also giving us the ability to have a mobility connection to the outside world, so we can then connect outside of the supply chain to all of the other facets of transportation and the vendors that are either providing the parts or the end product that's going out the door. And so getting end-to-end visibility not only drives operational efficiencies, but allows us to build these products a lot faster, innovate, and accelerate kind of the maintenance and predictability of some of these components to make sure that we're building the products at the right quality at the right time. And so as we think about some of these 5G use cases that are still kind of in the early infancies of being thought through and developed, a lot of the modeling aspects of what does 5G use case in retail look like for low latency and MAC in a 5G environment? Well, how do we kind of understand and define the network connectivity that we would need in that space? And all of that could be digitally modeled, understand kind of the traffic of the people, all of that kind of interactions and the real-time kind of collection of that data being in a digital twin allows us to then model, as I mentioned, going back into the network return on invested capital, not only unlocks the experience of how we want to drive kind of these new use cases, but then model out the actual cost benefit analysis associated with that network.